I'm catching up with Alan GREEFF ahead of racing in the Eastern Cape on Friday, where we will look forward to being on the Polly again. The yard start in race 1 with Playmaker. Now, this fellow made his debut last time out. He was expected to need the experience, and Alan, he was very green.
Yeah, very green. Came out the gate slow and lost his race really at the start. Needs to gain a bit more action, I think, and a bit more racing experience.
We move to race 2, where Aminato is next up. Now, she has found form and she's holding it.
100% holding form and drawn 1. I thought she was a unlucky loser 2 runs back and is knocking on the door.
3 runners as we move to race 3. It'll be great to see Silver City back in action. First run as a 3-year-old and her first run back from KwaZulu-Natal, where she definitely did not disgrace herself. She'll be joined by Masked Vigilante. Now, this fellow notched up his 7th career win last time out, and Hair Trigger will race alongside. 2 fair runs locally so far in the Eastern Cape. He'll be trying blinkers.
Yeah, Silver City didn't run a bad race last time, and she won with a ton of weight the time before, so she can carry the weight. Masked Vigilante won a good race last time and is drawn nicely. He doesn't mind the Polly, so he's a big horse, don't leave him out. And Hair Trigger, proving each while, had added the blinkers on this time round as well.
Master Forester and Lotus Island will line up in race 4. Now, Master Forester is going to try a touch further again, and Lotus Island, well, I think she's really going to enjoy being back to middle-class stakes conditions. All her recent runs have been under feature race conditions, which haven't found her well suited at the weights.
Yeah, Master Forester, honest horse, but always thereabouts, and could be in the shake-up again. Once again, Lotus Island, I agree with you. Yeah. You know, she won a couple on the trot, but those were all in handicaps, and then her next 4 runs were all in features, and it was a tough task for her, and hopefully now back into lower class, she'll be competitive once again.
Moving to race 5, Wishes and Dreams is next up, and she'll be having her post-maiden run.
Yeah, post-maiden run, drawn 1. Yeah. I actually like her going up a mile, so I think all going well, she's a big runner.
2 useful runners in race 6. Beechamwood Boy, well, he really fought hard for his 8th career win last time out. His stable companion Coastal Path was also in the winner's box when he was a very well-deserved winner for the 5th time. So both these horses in good form.
Yeah, both in good form, and Coastal Path, he's as honest as the day is long, and he's now out of the claiming or classified stakes and back in the handicap. He'll run a good race, I think. Beechamwood Boy, well, took a couple of runs to get this one under the belt, and he won nicely that day. Richard really did a good job on him. Back in the same sort of company, maybe in the money once again.
Now on to the feature of the day, which is the Nelson Mandela Bay Racing East Cape Polly Challenge 2nd leg. Here the runners will step up to 1400. Alan will step out the 3 entries here. Mercantor, well, he was the winner of the 1st leg, and he was a smart winner over 1200. Arguably, he's going to be even better suited over 1400 on Friday. Both the Africa House and Guy Gibson debuted locally and on Polly last time out. They took well to the surface, and they can hold their own at this level.
Yeah, Mercantor won a good race last time. You can ask for more, and he's hopefully going to be able to round it up again. Guy Gibson, 2-time winner, beaten in the graduation by the Africa House. Their form has been very similar in Joburg and in Port Elizabeth, so holding form. Africa House drawn a little bit better than Guy Gibson, but Guy Gibson took his race really well, and I think he's come on from that race. Africa House done nothing wrong.
And finally, the yard finished with Prince Antonio in race 8. Now, he ran a pleasing post-maiden run last time out when finishing in 4th.
Yeah, he did. Tricky fella, this. And he's a type of horse that could quite easily come out and be there. He's drawn a little bit wide, but the right sort of race for him.
He certainly hasn't done much wrong since joining the yard, and Prince Antonio holding form. Keep your eye on him.